Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. My name's Shania, and today's topic will be about artificial intelligence, or shorter term, AI. So, I've seen a lot about Gen AI and just AI in general for the past 2.5 years now, almost 3 years, and it has taken a toll on just, the environment, with the whole water usage thing, all the data centers and stuff like that. I don't know, all the deep stuff about it. If you want to know all the deep stuff about whole AI and, how it's hurting the environment and stuff like that, then I can recommend some videos. Tab thing? I don't know. It'll pop up on screen. If you're on desktop or mobile. If you're on TV, it probably won't pop up. But yeah, I will be talking about how AI, the whole AI trend, it started with TikTok filters, and it just got worse. I don't know how we got here, but it's gotta go ahead and go, because what I've noticed, right, is that AI, the whole AI trend, is pretty much a rug pull. It's just like other corporate trends like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, what else? Crypto, or in pretty much fast fashion as well. Because if you really think about it, fast fashion, like shopping on Temu and Wish, for clothing and stuff like that, it's not gonna be quality material. It'll get to you for a very cheap price, but it's not like shopping at I don't know, a dollar store for maybe a pants and a shirt, or maybe your convenience store of your choice, right? It's convenient, but it's not gonna be, top of the line material. I mean, even some, not all, but from what I've seen online, these different rich content creators that be trying different I don't know, name brand, expensive name brand clothing. Some of this clothing just be falling off because it's made with cheap materials. So, what does I say about AI? AI is made very cheaply, because essentially AI, how it goes is that it generates pre-existing content that already exists in the online space. So if let's just say you've drawn your favorite animal on paper, right? But you never posted it online, AI doesn't have that specific image that you drew. Any physical media that never made it to an online space at all, AI doesn't have that. And that's why it's AI is just stolen artwork. Gen AI is just stolen artwork. These different AI artists. I know I'm rambling on, but that's what a rant video is. That's what my rant videos are. And it's just another trend. It's not meant to benefit the mass people. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to benefit your average citizen, your average working class citizen. It's meant to benefit the rich. Same thing with Bitcoin, same thing with crypto, same thing with fast fashion. It's meant to make people who are of the working class feel good about themselves. You'd be like, oh, I got a lot of money, or I dress like I got a lot of money. I'm like, you could have just invested into actual art, the actual craft, rather than just wearing something that's gonna fall apart within I don't know, 6 months to a year, give or take. I'm just I'd rather invest in quality. If we're talking about clothing, I'd rather invest in quality clothing than the first few times, rather than just have to keep rebuying the same thing. like wool gloves, for example, right? For me, my nails go through gloves. So, because my nails grow long. You might be wondering, John, what does this have to do with AI? Well, it's the same thing. It's like, my nails go through the gloves, and it doesn't make like the wool, or like the wool gloves, like the knitted gloves, last long. For me, like they last maybe like, I don't know, 3 months of like the winter, and then that's it. I would have to rebuy another set of gloves the next year, like the next winter season. Why not just buy a good pair of gloves that's gonna keep my hands warm for the most part the first time, so I don't have to rebuy it each time? Because what I noticed with the whole Gen AI and these different AI bros, whatever. Same thing with what's the thing called? NFTs. Same thing with NFTs too. NFTs. I don't have my Twitter account anymore because they want to edit the images that artists and stuff like that post online, or just like your regular civilian post online. I'm like, if people can edit and just put anything in there, bro, and it's just like, there's a list of videos. I'll probably have them somewhere, like linked below or on the pop-up screen, maybe, I don't know. But it's just, once like I saw different videos on that, I was like, yo, this cannot keep going. I can't keep have my account just to like and repost different things that I personally agree with, on Twitter, and ignore like the other, like the art space that I'm not posting stuff online, like on Twitter, but I see like that. I'm like, I don't necessarily want to like an image in its generative AI because it's bad for the environment and that person didn't make it. So you're being deceived. It's deception. And I don't know if this is all making sense, but it's just like AI is just like trying to like replace different people who are just starting out, people who have been doing this for their whole life, years. They might be doing 5 years, 3 months. It don't matter. It's just like whatever their craft is, whether it's drawing, editing videos, recording videos, making video games, or like whatever you can really think about. And it's just heartbreaking to see that a lot of people out there who are AI bros, crypto bros, NFT bros, it's all the exact same crowd. If we're just being honest, it's the exact same crowd, but it's just different fonts. But the font is the same thing. That the typeface is the same thing. It's just it might be slightly rounder, slightly sharper, but it's the same crowd. So they try to blend into the background, be like, no, I'm a different person. You are part of the same crowd. You're just trying to rebrand yourself, but it's still the same mediocre content that you're trying to like put out and claim that you should get paid for this. Why should someone pay you? I don't know. It was going up for like a lot of money. Someone making a generative chimp or something like that for the whole NFT thing, and being like, this is my image and this is worth, I don't know, XYZ amount of Bitcoin or something like that. Because NFTs was connected to Bitcoin or crypto or something like that. Either way, if you bought like any NFT for a ridiculous amount of money, anything more than, in my personal opinion, for image that person didn't even make, anything more than like 0 cents is just, dude, you got scammed. You got scammed. You could have used that money for literally anything else, and you chose to get scammed by paying like someone, like, I don't know, something in Bitcoin or whatever for you invested in, like, for a return. I don't know. It's just the whole AI conversation. I personally don't think that AI should be used in any way. I don't think it should be taught like in universities or colleges or schools. I don't think you should have to pay a course to learn AI, different AI tools. I'm like, why would someone have to know these different AI tools in order to get hired for a job? That's when you're just like, come on now. Like, are you being serious? Especially if you just got out of like taking like trade school or something like that, or like university or college, and you're seeing it online, these different like job descriptions that they want a requirement to you to learn these different AI tools. It's just like, I just learned XYZ amount of time doing what the main thing for this field is, for this career field is. Why do I have to learn something new that came out within the past, I don't know, year and a half? And then it's just like, I see these different AI bros that are trying to sell their wares at these different like conventions and stuff like that I've seen. And I'm just like, dude, and then they end up getting caught. So I'm sitting here just like, what's even the point? Because if you try to sell because a lot of different conventions that I know of, like Anime Con and maybe like Dream Con and BlurCon and stuff like that, those conventions, they're just like, if you have generative AI stuff, we don't want it. You know, you can't buy a booth. If you already bought a booth, you know, we're not getting your money back. That's a loss or something like that. But either way, a lot of different people and companies and stuff like that that actually do care about the environment, that actually don't want anything to do with AI in general, because they see people. Listen, it don't matter what you see online, these different online spaces that, oh, AI is the future, you just gotta accept it. Let's be real here. The mass public, I'm talking about worldwide, the mass public doesn't like AI. Let's be real. The Studio Ghibli creator, he don't like AI. And the whole AI trend, you know, saying where they were just using his works to combat what he said, I was like, yeah, what point are y'all trying to prove? You didn't make that. And it all looks I'll say this quickly, it all looks dead inside. Like, AI art, stolen artwork, just looks dead inside. It looks flat. It looks lifeless. The color is just all off. And the lighting is just unsettling. It's unsettling, lifeless. It just, there's eeriness to it. You're just like, this feels very hollow. You know, this feels very hollow. And it doesn't seem real. It just seems underwhelming. It seems very underwhelming and just you know. But if you use AI and you come across this video, you might have skipped this video, or you might be an AI bro or whatever have you, or AI, you know what I'm saying, artists in quotation marks. And you might disagree with everything I say. You might do a whole bunch of stuff, man. Either way it goes, I'm not the only one. You could probably come across a random video online. You could probably come across how it's made. And they might be like, yeah, we don't support AI over here. Like, because why would you? It destroys the environment. It looks soulless. It's taking up all the different space for wildlife and housing. Because, you know, that's already two big things. So it's just like, and I'll just be honest, the whole AI usage, it just shouldn't be used for anything really, because it's just been that acronym AI has just been tarnished with just a whole lot of bad apples that just want to make things so much more complicated than it ever really needed to be. And when I saw a video on this recently, And I heard it was mentioned, but for the Gamer Awards, when Expedition 33 used AI for like a asset or stuff like that, and then they got rid of it, it is unfortunate that it's now tarnished with that headline that they use AI. But at the same time, no AI should be used in your work at this time. It just read the room, just like read the room and just understand that if you're trying to make a video game, if you're trying to be a content creator, if you're trying to be an artist, a singer, an actor, actress, filmmaker, whatever have you, bro. You're trying to be something in the creative field. Be creative on your own. You don't need an AI prompt to tell you how to make a recipe, bro. You don't need an AI chatbot to tell you, oh, this is what you should do. You know what I'm saying? You don't need an AI chatbot for really most basic things. Like, if you feel like you're not feeling well, then read an article. You know what I'm saying? Get an actual test done before you make your own, final decisions like, I'm this or I'm that, or this is what's wrong with me. Like, no. Please get professional, like, medical help with whatever it is that you use AI for, right? Hire a professional. Don't use AI for, to help you cheat in school. It's not worth it, because if you use AI, for anything, if your whole paper gets flagged with AI, you'll get kicked out of the university and college, probably in trade school too. So you gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is it really worth risking your credibility with that thing in your field? Whether you're a voice actor, voice actress, whatever have you, man. To me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just, if you are at a roadblock for your own creativity, watch different videos. Go outside. If you can't go outside and you're not restrained by different medical reasons, then go outside, read a book. Reading a book will always help, whether you're reading a manga, because that's still a book, a web comic, that's still a book. Go to like a library and just pick up a book of a genre that you're interested in, like fantasy or like, I don't know, history, man, and just like get inspired, bro. I feel like it's easier to get inspired through those traditional means than it is to just assume that, like, oh, let me just ask AI. You don't need to ask AI. But that's all I have to say for this video. This video might turn out to be a longer rant video than I intended, but I hope I got my point across. I hope all that made sense. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. I hope you do enjoy this experience with me yapping about AI. Look forward to my next video. Subscribe, follow me on my social medias. I don't have Twitter anymore. Deleted it for y'all know why. And yeah, peace.
I'm just a damsel in distress, a boy who can't handle the rest. I await a lady knight with armor plated on her breast. Upon her shield's a family crest, has a bow strapped to her vest, and all the buds regale the tales of how there's no one else the best. Never pulled the sword from stone, instead she